G'day, welcome to 5 Minutes with Fitzy. Peter's in the house. Hello, Peter.
G'day.
Fancy new studio today.
Is that because we've been rating so well? Is that it?
Well, maybe they're trying to make us rate a little bit better. Either way, we've got one man and one man only to chat about today, and it's not you. Novak Djokovic. He has struggled to win over the public for his entire career, pretty much.
Has he really? Because it's funny, I defer, you're the tennis host, Channel 9, so I probably defer to you. My impression from a distance is, good guy gone wrong. You know, like I feel like the Joker, great player, easy to laugh, you know.
Right player, wrong era.
Right? Tell me why.
Doomed from the outset, been in the Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal era, because you've got these two players that have had an iconic rise and rivalry as well, and he's come in and started beating them both, in particular Roger. So if you go to Melbourne Park and you see them compete in a final like we have before, it's 95-5 to 5 in terms of the percentage of the crowd support.
But prior to this year, I would associate Djokovic with fantastic play, taking down, but also a fundamentally good bloke. He seems to me, he's not a guy to my eyes, and I'm not an expert, but I love tennis. But he's not a guy to throw rackets and abuse umpires particularly, has he been? But this year, when the COVID regulations came in and he did that ridiculous tournament of his own behest of 6 people.
Where everyone contracted it.
Yeah, got it. I mean, that was hard to, and Nick Kyrgios called him out on it. And then this last thing, where people say, he shouldn't have been ejected from the tournament for hitting the ball. To start with, if you did hit the ball and you hit somebody, you don't sort of wander over. I mean, I actually think you race over. Geez, James, mate, sorry, are you okay? I mean, genuine, serious concern. You raced there, and he wasn't like that. He swaggered over, and he argued against being ejected. As it is, mate, these are the rules. There was no leeway. If you hit a ball, and you hit a lines person or a ball person, you're gone.
Yeah, my issue was less with his reaction. I thought he got there swiftly enough. I thought the debate and the discussion that went on forever with the officials after the fact, in the middle of the court, while Pablo Carreño Busta, his rival, is sitting there waiting, going, well, what's going on here? Are we playing this match or not? Would that have happened? Would any other player other than Novak Djokovic been given as much time to confer with the officials over what they were going to do?
It had a touch of "Don't you know who I am?" Didn't it? I mean, who was it? I think I'm probably butchering this anecdote, but I think it was W.G. Grace, the famous English cricketer who was given out early, and I think it was W.G. Grace who said to the umpire, "They've come to see me bat, not you, umpire." It had a touch of that. That it was too over the top. These are the rules. I mean, in all sport, the person of the officials has to remain sacrosanct, and it has to be the benefit of the doubt goes to them, not you. You cannot touch a referee. You cannot hit a ball, anywhere near an umpire, unless you're in the course of the play, in which case it's forgivable. But just acts of sheer petulance like that, no.
So John McEnroe, who we know has obviously had his own on-court issues in the past, he says Djokovic will be the bad guy for the rest of his career. Do you think? No,
because John McEnroe wasn't the bad guy for the rest of his career. But McEnroe, a little bit like Leighton Hewitt. We started out looking at Leighton Hewitt and going, geez, mate, pull your head in. Pull your head in. And Leighton Hewitt turned into a bloke that had a heart the size of Farlap, who we all came to love after, 10 years of it. And he'd had bad behaviour early. I suppose Djokovic probably doesn't have...
He's running out of time.
He is, less of his career to go. But no, I don't agree with that. I think Djokovic is generally liked. He's had a shocker of a 2020, and I don't think... really, what would John McEnroe know about tennis? I mean, seriously, get back in your box, John. What would we care about what you think?
The big thing here is, too, for Djokovic, this was an 18th Grand Slam title on a platter with no Roger, no Rafa, and a lot of other big-name stars missing, and... This could be the year of a smoky. I don't know where that expression comes from. These days, you better check the origin of an expression before you use it. But do we think that's okay? A smoky, and it might be our bloke, Alex de Minaur. Yep, I love him. He's only 21 years old, and there was a story in the paper today about how much he respects the legacy of Australian tennis, those who've gone before. It'd be wonderful. He's in the quarterfinals, probably about in the early hours of tomorrow morning. As we record this, he's still alive and well, and hoping he goes all the way. And can we have a special cheerio also to Jordan Thompson, who's closer to, I guess, a journeyman, if we can call him that, but 24, 25-year-old Australian, Sydney-sider, and he got to the round of 16, which was a hell of an effort. Sure was. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. We're done here. That's 5 minutes with Fitzy.